Hey, everybody. Okay, it is Sunday night and it is June 16. Wow, can you believe it's June 16 already? Middle of June. I don't know about the rest of the world, but up here in Canada, the weather has been nightmarish. It feels like it's October, not June. Okay, anyways, my room has grown 739 members, and I just wanted to make a video saying thank you all for joining me. And you got to know a few things if you're going to hang out in this room with me. First of all, trading is extremely risky, and risk management is the secret sauce that everyone ignores. All of the trades that I take that I'll mention here usually are anywhere between 1 and 2%. And I will specify whether or not they're 1 or 2%. Sometimes I will go as high as 3%. So what that means is that if the trade is an options trade and you have a $10,000 account and you were interested in perhaps following me on a trade, it means you cannot buy more than $100 of that option. I don't use stops on my option. I let the options contract be my entire stop. Okay? Sometimes I will exit a little bit early. You'll see me do that and save a little money rather than burning the whole premium. But most of the time, if I'm saying I'm using a 1% stop, what that means is I am buying $100 worth of options if it was a $10,000 account. My account's much larger than that, but you get the idea. Okay? So let's just say my max risk was $1,000, right? That was 1% of my account, and I was going to execute a trade, let's say on NE, which is flashing me a signal to short here at 207. So if I were to do something like that, and let's say I buy these 33 days out, so the at the monies, we could do the 210s or 200s, right? Probably closer to the 200s. If $1,000 was my risk, I would buy 2 of those contracts as close to $5 as I could, or I might go and buy 4 of those contracts at $1.80. Okay, very, very, very important for anybody that is joining this room for the first time. I do not use stops when I buy options. My options are my stops. Okay, so just going through some of last week's trades that are still open right now. I believe it is, I forget what I have open right now. So I have GM, and let's look at that. GM. And I got short on it last week here, somewhere in around here. That trade is working out really nice. It's flashing me another sell signal right now. So I'm going to hold on to that. My expiries are June 28th. I think I can get down to this liquidity down here at 35.50. If I pick up that liquidity, I'm going to close the trade. I might close it anywhere in between. Another trade that I have open is Microsoft, and that trade it was flashing quite a few signals. It flashed here, it flashed here, it flashed here, but it did. I got into the trade right here, or was it here? I got into the trade right here. It's a little bit underwater, but I'm still fairly comfortable with the trade. I don't have as clear a target on Microsoft. Probably I'd be really happy to get down to 128. Not sure if it can do it in time. Usually when I get signals that flash like this, it doesn't. Usually if there are multiple signals that are flashing, what it means is that it might take a while, but the move will be really big later on. Okay. What else do I have open? I have GM, right? GM. Yeah, we talked about that. And I have Costco. Costco, COST. Now, again, this one's flashing multiple signals. I did get in the trade here. It's a little bit underwater. That's okay. I'm only 1, 2, 3 days in the trade. There's lots of room for this to come back. Now, it's also on a daily chart. It's pretty strong. So, I'm not really sure what to expect on it, but we'll manage that trade as we go along. Now, going forward into this week, I've got a lot of sell signals that are flashing right now. We'll start at the top. Actually, BA. I've got a spread trade. When I have these two marks like this, basically what it is it's looking at doing a straddle. So depending on where it opens on Monday, I might do the 147 calls and the 147 puts, going out 30 days approximately, or 17 days approximately. So probably go with the maybe a little longer. Let's go with the July. We'll go 26 days on these. The July 12s. Okay. So probably got a straddle signal right here on Costco. Ford. Ford is signaling a sell signal right here. We just picked up this liquidity, and I do like it to the short side. So we'll probably go with, on Ford, we'll probably do shorters. We'll do like July 5th at the money puts. Now, I don't take these trades on Monday. Wait to see where the market opens, because if the market gaps down too much, I'm not going to chase it. The market's got to either gap higher, or it's got to gap right where it opens. Okay. Facebook is also flashing another sell signal here to me, and again, that's one that I will be interested in. GM we talked about, and Honeywell. Again, another sell signal on Honeywell. I think this one has the potential to do, 107, maybe 168, something like that. And finally, NEE is my favorite for next week. This one I really like. I think it's got the potential. Now, how do you manage these trades, right? I'll let you know what size to put on, 1%, 2%, but how do you manage them? Well, usually what I will do is, depending on where I see liquidity and how the order flow is working, usually what I'll do is I'll take the trade off at the closest liquidity some of the time. If the trade gives me an instant reaction, I'll hold on to it a little bit longer. Ideally, these trades are meant to be held for, about 16, 17 days. And, we're just really dealing with that. Now, again, worst case scenario is you should never lose more than 1% of your account on these trades, okay? Very, very important. Unless I say this is a bigger trade or I'm adding to it, I'm keeping it at 1%. So make sure you're very, very aware of that. All right. So lots of sell signals flashing this week, with the exception of the BA trade, which I actually like, because other than NEE, BA, I like this. I think this has the potential to pop up to 358 quite easily, and then spike back down. So I'm going to go a little bit longer than 16 days on this one, right? I think we can make money on the calls, or here's the thing: if it spikes lower, I'm going to hold for 330 and see if I can cover the cost of my entire spread. And once I got the cost of my entire spread, I'll just hold on to the other side for free. Okay, so there's a quick update. Thank you and welcome to my room for everybody new. Hope you guys enjoyed it. The whole purpose of this room is for you to make money. Very important. You do not lose money. Very, very important. Do not go crazy on any of the trades that I'm sharing with you. On the stock trades that I trade, even though I might, I might be trading some riskier stocks. I have pretty wide stops for you guys in the room. And again, even those trades, 1 to 2%, I will specify. Trade management is everything, okay? If I have a bad 2 weeks, I never want to lose more than 5% of my account, right? And it will happen. Go back in my thread, you'll see. I've had a bad month, where I've been down 10%, right? But you want to always be able to survive and come back. I think when I started this room, it was down 15% at one point, and currently right now we're back up to 29% and rocking it. So, hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you, and tell everybody, get in here. It's free. How can you lose with free? Well, you can lose if you don't manage the trades properly. Bye for now.